defensively. And then late in the game, I think it was in the fourth or fifth, we had first and third with no out, just couldn't execute and get a run across, and that's a big momentum change from you going first and third, no out, and expecting to get at least maybe one out of it and cut that lead in half to getting nothing. That momentum swings right back into their dugout, and they did a good job of capitalizing on it. But yeah, I mean, just it's baseball. That's a very good ball club. I'll tip my cap to those guys every day because I think that's the best team in our league. They're well coached, they're well disciplined, and they execute very well. So yeah.
How would you assess your first season as a head coach, the performance of the team, maybe some of the highs and the lows of the year, and just how would you assess your time as a head coach this season?
I had a lot of fun. I love every single one of these guys. It was a difficult season, with all the injuries that we went through. I think we counted today, we lost 10 guys. And it's not like pro ball where you have options that you can bring new guys up and whatnot. It's kind of just next man up in the dugout. And we saw that happen a little bit tonight with bullpen. But Evan Floyd, I can't say.
The Bulldog.
He's unbelievable. He came in and gave us five strong scoreless innings and kept us in a ball game. But no, it was fun. It was a good learning experience for me. I learned a lot about myself as a coach and what I can do differently maybe next year or what I liked about what I did this year. But the guys that we still have here, I love every single one. I mean, they grinded it out. And trying to get through the last 2.5 weeks with only 9 healthy pitchers is very difficult to do. And they did a phenomenal job, even just getting to the playoffs and being able to host. So I'm proud of them. I really am.
Absolutely. Everyone rose to the occasion
Yes.
when their number was called. And then expanding on things that you want to take into next season, what are some things that you've learned from this year that you would take into perhaps next season and just your coaching career moving forward?
I think more discipline. I'm a very laid back guy, and I think that kind of worked against me this summer just because I'm not, I expect these guys to be disciplined, and not a lot of them are. They're still, I go home and I forget that they're 18 and 19-year-old kids still. And I think just creating a more disciplined environment, I mean, you can still have fun in those environments. That team we just played is a very disciplined team, and they have a lot of fun. And I think that's kind of what I want to go off of. I want to continue to build the fun program and, the
Good
winning
mixture.
tradition. But again, a mixture of, hey, because discipline wins you baseball games, just the small things. Us not getting a bunt down tonight cost us a run, us not executing first and third. Those are the small things that if you're disciplined, you can make happen. You win baseball games. And so again, that's I think the biggest thing for me. Again, I like to have fun. You guys have been around me enough. I like to keep it light in the clubhouse, but when we step through the gate, it's a business mentality. I think that's the focal point.
No question. While it wasn't the outcome that you wanted,
Yeah.
what was your favorite moment as a coach this year? What did you think was kind of the peak moment for the team? I know there were plenty throughout the year. Still a very good season. And
Yeah.
like you said, you guys made the most of what you had. General Manager Pete Christopher was talking about this is the most guys have ever been sent home in a season. So a lot of adversity this year, but still plenty of great moments with the
Absolutely.
team. Can you give me your favorite?
I think it's just a culmination of getting to know these guys and knowing that I'll have a personal relationship with every single one of them. That's why we do this. This past summer I was up here and I got texts from a lot of the guys that got drafted from that team thanking me, and that's what we do it for. So getting to know these guys on a personal level and knowing that I'll have a lifelong relationship with hopefully most of them is always special, and that's what we're here for. We're here for these guys and their development. And so, yeah, that's what I take from this for sure.
And the last question for you. I know this isn't your first year with the Miners, but it is your first year as the skipper. What can you say just about the organization as a whole as you come back for another year? I know just speaking personally, it was a great opportunity just to broadcast up here. Really, just one of the classiest organizations there is.
They are. Pete and Denise and everyone around, Terry Johnson, Sabrina Combs, they all do a phenomenal job of taking care of us. Everyone, again, I always say this, we're all far away from home, and they make it feel like a family atmosphere, and it's top tier. I haven't been able to coach anywhere outside of this for summer baseball, but just from hearing from other people, I mean, I've already got guys saying, can I come back next year? Because they know what it's like to be up here, and they take such good care of us. But first class, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. And we thank you, folks, for tuning in to one last Matsu Minor post-game show brought to you by Napa Auto Parts and Tie. We thank you for coming up here the booth once again. Alongside manager Tyler LeBrun, this has been Brandon Monty signing off one last time. We thank you, fans, for tuning in to Matsu Miners Baseball all season long.